Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome to episode 119 of Sonic Boom TV. This is another thrift store video. Wasn't supposed to be going to thrift stores, but my friend had asked me the day after I said I wasn't going to thrift stores if I was still going to thrift stores or whatever because her son needs a bowling ball. I said I'd go look if I got a chance. 2 days in a row, I took a chance. I had a chance, so I went to the Salvation Army store by where I work, and then on the way home the next day, there's a pawn shop, maybe half a mile from my house, that I find CDs in a lot of times. And I went in there and asked them, and the guy told me that's a big joke in the thrift pawn shop business, that they never take bowling balls or tennis rackets. I wouldn't know. He said something about it being those things are too personal of items to people, and they don't want somebody's old used stuff, and they want it unique to themselves. So I don't know. I told her that's what he said, and whatever. So anyway, when I went to the Salvation Army, came across a couple things and grabbed them up. Living Free, Born Free. It's a Disney album. I couldn't find this particular one on Discogs. There's one really similar, but there's a little bit difference in the label on it. So, I just marked it as that one on Discogs and called it a day. But I thought I bought it because, well, first of all, it's in good shape. The record looks to be in really good shape. There's a little booklet inside. A lot of Disney ones have these, and they're not always intact. Or sometimes they're torn or written on. This one's got it's a little rough, but it's got the whole thing, and I like the artwork. It reminds me of a book that a drawing book that I was given when I was a kid to supposedly help me learn how to draw and stuff like that. And it was African animals and stuff like that. So this kind of reminds me of that book, like this. And so I still have that book somewhere, by the way. I just don't know where it is. But this tells the little stories of both. I don't know if they were movies or cartoons or whatever, or something. But I know Living Free and Born Free are two different things. So, anyway, that's that. That was cool, and this is $1. Then I found two other records, 45s actually. This one because this is my jam, and that is the single for Mac the Knife by Bobby Darin, and B-side is Beyond the Sea. Both of those songs are excellent old songs from the 50s. I love both of them. You hear both of those in movies. If you don't know these two songs, you just haven't watched enough movies in your life. And my little light went out. Uh-oh. That's okay. We got the other light. I played this. Oops. I'm sorry, guys. Played this, and it. Yeah, my light's out. I have a bad light wire. I played this the first time when it was before I even cleaned it. It played perfectly, no noise, nothing. It was dirty, and I just kind of wiped it off and it played. Then I took my little cleaner thing, just the brush. I didn't put it through a spin cleaner or anything yet, and then it freaking skipped on the end, like maybe a minute and a half into Mac the Knife. It skips now, so I don't know. I don't know what I did, if I scratched it or it just something that was in the groove and I wedged it in there more. So I got to really look at it and see if I can figure it out. Because otherwise, this was a perfectly clean record. This is not the 1958 version. This is it is a mono version, but this was the reissue from I think 1975, something like that. Then I saw something interesting, which was also in excellent condition. So I grabbed it, having no idea what it was. But it's called Mama Don't Allow. And it's by the Blue Star Band. There is a singing call instrumental, and there's a singing call called. This is a square dancing song. When I figured it out that that's what it was, I bought it because it reminded me of when I was in middle school, 6th grade, 5th grade, something like that. We used to have the square dance, and one of the worst stories of my life comes from that. But that's another video. Anyway, so I bought it because not only was it that a weird square dance thing, it had this little piece of paper in it, and it says, "Caller Johnny Creel, 3905 Beauvais Street, Metairie, Louisiana." I believe Beauvais Street is right down the block from here. So, and my friend, I think that's the street they live on. So I got to go find out if this guy might have been recorded in their house at one time. I got to go ask him about that. It's got the little, it tells you the lyrics of what the guy calls out for them to do. But I listened to it last night, and man, it's fast. It's like he says, do-si-do and do this and that, and it's like as soon as he finishes saying one thing, he's telling him to do something else. So if you're a square dancer, you gotta know what you're listening for, I guess, and you gotta know how to get there fast and get to the next move. So anyway, I thought that was neat, and I grabbed it and I put it in the collection. The next two things, I've only heard this girl's name. I don't know who she is. I love the cover, and the colors of this, and I think she's one of these overblown kind of pop star things, maybe it's pop, but I don't think it's pop. I think it's more like a blues or something. But Joss Stone, and it's Mind, Body, and Soul. I don't know how old this girl is, but she's cute. Really, it's nice packaging, and I think there's some more pictures on the inside. That was interesting. Then, an album that I only know one song from it, I believe. Maybe I don't know any songs from this one. But everybody says this is a great album, and I've never owned it. I've seen it many times and just never bought it. And that is Natalie Merchant's Tiger Lily. I don't know anything on this that I can think of. It's a 90s album, What I do know by Natalie Merchant was she was in 10,000 Maniacs, and I happened to find this one at the pawn shop. This one has These Are Days. That's the biggest hit. That's probably their biggest hit ever. I had 2 or 3 of their albums before, but I didn't have this one, and this is the popular one. So now I got that. So I don't know if I need anything else by Natalie Merchant and the 10,000 Maniacs, but got that for $1. Then we found this. This was brand new. I cracked the case, but it was brand new. It was still sealed. It's called Two-Headed Dog. Better Than One. This is a weird little thing because there's Two-Headed Dog, but then there's 8 tracks, and then it kind of skips to another one, and there's a bonus track, and then skips another line, and it's got the song Dogs, and it's got 2 songs by whoever that is. So I don't know what this is, but it was brand new in a pawn shop for $1. I took a chance. I was trying to spend $10. Only spent $9. Then we've got 11 by 11 November Records Artist Sampler Year 1 Volume 1. Now, I have a few albums by bands that were on November Records from the probably 90s to maybe early 2000s, and none of them are on this. And I don't know any of the people that are on this. There's David Broza, The Sirens, Rival Sons, SUNS, Karen Farr, Storyville, Robert French with 2 F's, FFRENCH, and General Degree, China Forbes, Truffle, David Broza again, Dawn Penn, and Hollow Men. Hollow Men might be something I've heard of. I'm not quite sure. But I picked it up because it was in real great shape, so it was another one. Then we've got The Electrics. and they seem to be Irish. I listened to a little bit of it last night, and it was okay. It's kind of a folky world music kind of thing. Then we have Crazy Head, Desert Orchid, and it says $5 on there, but it wasn't $5. It was just one. This one, never heard of them, but I believe they're alternative rock, and I haven't listened to any of that one yet. Then we've got Middleman, Mr. Multiface, another band I don't know anything about. Looks like alternative rock. Want to check that one out. Next one is Unified Theory. This one is definitely alternative rock. I don't know who they are, but this one actually has a little bit of value to it. I think it was mid-range is value like $6 or $7, something like that. So this one might actually be a good album, so I'm gonna check it out this week. I did listen to this one, Sister 7, the Trip. It looks like it's alternative rock, but it really is kind of bluesy stuff. It's kind of alternative. There's a few songs that are alternative rock, but it was pretty good. I mean, it was definitely worth listening to. This band, they were called Sister something, something with sister in it, and they were gonna get sued by a band in Boston who had the same name, and they did not want that to happen because they were about to get an album put out on Arista Records or something, probably this one, and because they only have 2 or 3, I think. But anyway, and so instead of getting sued, they just decided to change their name. And when they did it, they found out that there were 6 other bands in the United States called whatever it was. It was Sister. Maybe it might have been just Sister. I don't know. So they said, well, we'll be the 7th one, and we'll just be Sister 7. And that's how they came up with their name. It's pretty good. I liked it. I'll listen to it again for sure. And then the last thing I got, something called Schlep Rock. This one is got the gold promo in there, if you can see that. It says, if you're a bigot or a punk phony, you will hate this album. I don't know what a punk phony is, but if I'm one of those, I won't like it. And if I'm not, I will like it, I guess. But these guys don't look very punk to me. They look just like some dudes that work at a restaurant and they decided to do some music at night or something. But it is a promo copy. Promo for promotional use only. Sale or other transfer is prohibited. Must be returned on demand of recording company. I don't want to see them come and try to get it from me. But anyway, this is, it seemed like punk rock. It's probably political, but whatever. It's a little artwork. They got that guy. Looks like a Klan member or something. I don't know what all that art means. I haven't looked at it yet. But anyway, that was it. No plans of going back, though, to the thrift stores for a little while. Although I get paid this week. We're not doing it. Not doing it this week. Got other things to worry about. So, I don't know what my next video will be besides the heavy metal thing that's coming up, but that's probably not going to be at least until the weekend, maybe later, because I got to organize some stuff and figure out what I want to talk about. So anyway, that's it for this episode. Talk to you guys later. Bye.